Good morning, children. Today we will continue our lesson. My father meets a lion. So it is chapter 4. So these days we have been studying this particular chapter. So today I will take the last paragraph, page number 47, and this one paragraphs I have explained to you. So I am in last paragraph. So just to recap or recapitulate it, see how this particular boy called Elmer Elevator is going through the forest, or he is going through the wild islands, and while going he meets a lion, and that particular lion is a talking lion. So these are all imaginative things. So here, after meeting with this particular lion, he is talking. So, dear children, these are all imaginative uh, things, and we are also dealing here with dragons. See, dragon is something very very mythical or imaginative things, or mythical monster we call it, like mythical monster, like a giant. So in the first day only I explained to you about this one. So here there is a lot of imagination and thinking or thoughts and dreams have been involved. So here in one side we see there is a father, and uh, then that particular boy called Elmer Elevator, and then there is another animal, that is a lion. So what happens to them when he is going in the wood or in the wild island? He could see this particular lion who is suffering from pain or trouble, because his whole mane has been entangled with twigs and in the bushes, and so it is finding difficult to go. So what happens to this particular lion also? This particular boy called Elmer Elevator gives his comb and then ribbons and other things, rubber bands and so on, to make proper. So this particular at the end side we see that this lion has been given, and then he has braided his mane into proper order. So this is the story we are discussing in this particular chapter. Now, so in the last second last paragraph, is this particular boy has given all these things, comb and rubber bands and different other things to this particular lion, so that the lion could braid its particular mane, and then also it would look better, neat and tidy. Now last paragraph you see, children, page number 47. Page number 47, last paragraph. Page 47, last paragraph. As my father was doing this, the lion watched very carefully and began to look much happier. So what happened now? This you can see in the page number 47. There is how this particular lion is looking now. All the mane from its neck has been decorated, or it is braided nicely, and it is looking much better and happier. So see once again, as my father was doing this, the lion watched very carefully and began to look much happier. So see that removing of these particular twigs and other materials which were involved in the mane, all those twigs have been removed, and now the mane has been braided into proper order. Next line. When my father tied on the ribbon, he was all smiles. This particular boy himself is doing all these things in this particular chapter. So now when this boy called Elmer Elevator has given all those materials to this particular lion and helping to tie its mane in proper order. After seeing all those things, this particular lion is very happy and is smiling. Next part. Oh, that's wonderful. Really wonderful, said the lion. So this particular lion is very happy to see its own mane. Next time. Let me have the comb and brush and see if I can do it. So this particular lion wants to try itself. So he is asking, if you give me all these things, I can try by myself and I can keep all my mane in proper order all the time. Now next line you see. So my father gave him the comb and brush, and the lion began busily grooming his mane. Grooming, brushing and cleaning properly. So started combing. As we have hair on our head, we comb every morning before going to school. Similarly, this particular lion wants to try and to groom its mane. Okay. Next line. As a matter of fact, he was so busy that he couldn't even know when my father left. So this particular boy himself is there in the place of his father. So this particular, after giving all these items to this particular lion and after braiding properly its mane, now the boy has quietly escaped from there. But this particular lion is so busy and so happy that it could not even notice. It could not even notice that particular boy moved from there. So that boy has also moved, and this particular lion is there, who is very happy and smiling all the time. So, dear students, this particular text has been taken from you see last line, you see, from My Father's Dragon by Ruth Stiles Granite. Once again, from My Father's Dragon by Ruth Stiles Gannett. Ruth Stiles Gannett. Okay, so this is taken from this particular novel. It is a part, it is a one part of that particular novel. So it is a bit difficult to understand also. So, my dear students, now here I have completed now. So here I have given some meanings here. See, blackberry in the first page itself it is there. Blackberry is plucking or collecting berries, blackberries from the bushes or from the forest areas. And then here again here crept, again I think I have given you. Crept means moving. So this particular boy is there as if his father is moving. So this particular boy himself is moving. So he is moving and going slowly close to the bush. Okay, now the peer means look, and then prancing here is moving as if dancing. So that is the meaning here. Then clawing is scratching. This particular lion was clawing, it was scratching its own body because it was feeling itching. Then snarl is tangled. All the manes of this particular lion was entangled. Then madder is become mad or get upset or angry. Then yelling is a loud shout. So this particular lion was shouting at himself. Okay. So rest of the remaining some more again word meanings are there. So you can see from the book. So children, if it is not clear, again when I give you another class, you can ask questions. So here I wind up my class for today. We will meet in the next class again. Thank you.